Welcome back to My ArundelBiz Podcast. I'm Grayson Orfe.
And I'm Allison Akers. We're your hosts from Arundel Economic Development. And we are sitting here with Nick Carlson. He is one of the founders of Dawson Manufacturing, which is the creator of a new revolutionary product called MulchMate. Nick, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Nick Carlson with Mulch Mate. Like you just said, just kind of give you a little background maybe.
Yeah.
I'm a landscape company here in Arundel County. I started when I was 15 years old, grew it to a multi-million-dollar company by the time I was 30-ish, and then had some mulching issues. And so here we are at now MulchMate because of had some issues getting mulch down, and that's why MulchMate is a thing. So just kind of give you a quick little glimpse of what we're doing here.
Yeah. So, all right. So for our viewers and our listeners, what in the world is MulchMate?
So MulchMate,
Cool name though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there was a lot of back and forth on what the name was going to be. Was it going to be
Sure.
mulch movers? Was it going to be material movers? There was a whole other story on that. But the big story behind MulchMate was we needed a way to get mulch from a truck to my guys' wheelbarrows faster. And so MulchMate is an attachment that you replace the back doors on your landscape body truck by just unbolting the doors, you bolt MulchMate on, and then it will remove any material from the back of your truck and dispense it in a wheelbarrow in under 3 seconds.
Wow.
In under 3 seconds?
3 seconds. Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's all electric, virtually silent. Basically, it sounds like a Tesla. So when you walk up to it, it's on, but it's not running.
Yeah.
So when you press a joystick, it just goes, and it fills your wheelbarrow that fast.
Oh, wow.
How many of these do you have?
A lot. So to date, we've probably built about 75 machines, including some of the prototypes.
Okay.
I think on the street we have one in almost every single state east of the Mississippi, other than Florida.
You rent them out?
No, we sell them. We're the designer, we're the manufacturer, we're the assembler, and we ship them directly from this facility. And so we kind of take the approach of an Amazon or a Tesla of the world. It's a global economy, right? And so in the landscape world, when I needed parts for my tractors, I'd go to the dealer, I'd order the part. They would take them 3 days to put the order, and it would take a week for it to come back. That's inefficient. We don't like that. It was bad business as far as I was concerned. So I told my father, I said, well, we need to take a different approach here. If somebody orders it, they could come straight to us, we send the part out the same day, and they have it the next day.
Yeah.
How could you go wrong with that philosophy? And so we want to make things faster, stronger, leaner, and just easier for the end user.
Yeah.
So you're putting these machines out there. We're sitting here right near BWI in the heart of Glen Burnie, but you are really national.
Yeah, we're national. We're actually in talks with some people in Australia right now.
Very cool.
So we've got all the sea containers spec'd out, all the bonding for international, that. There's actually a map on the wall if you guys saw it over there, but we're getting ready to start putting pins all over the world. Because
that's awesome.
We've been contacted from Dubai, Colombia, Ireland, UK, Australia. I mean, it's going global fast.
And how long have you been in business?
Theoretically, a year.
That's crazy.
Wow, that is awesome.
We've been working on this project. It came to me at Park Tavern in Severna Park.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was at dinner with my family. My wife was like 7 months pregnant, and I said, "Pop, I got this problem with mulch. I need to figure out a better way." And so the idea hit me in the restaurant, and I started sketching out real quick literally on a napkin, and that was January of 2016.
See, that goes to show you, like, great ideas, all you got to do is just pick them out of the air.
Yeah.
Just
find the problem.
Yeah.
Find the problem, and you'll find
You got to solve a problem.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it was.
Absolutely. Like Allison was saying, we're right outside of BWI Airport, and in this location, which we took a tour of your facility, which is beautiful, which is great. We met Swiggles. Wiggles, I'm sorry.
Wiggles the dog.
We
have an office dog.
Yes, which is awesome.
I'm in love.
I just want to know, how does this location and how does it work?
Because, I mean, it's in the heart of our big hot market manufacturing district. So has that worked for you?
It's really, really good. It's actually exceptional because I live in Crownsville, so I'm 12 minutes south of here.
Oh, okay.
And I absolutely love this location because it's right off of 97. I have clients probably fly in weekly from BWI, so I just buzz over to the airport, pick those guys up, bring them in, show them around for the day, and I take them back, and they're gone. And I just made a sale that fast.
Wow.
Just because of the location.
Great.
I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to see the Dirt Monkey video on us.
Yes.
It was like 15
Yes.
minutes long.
Yes.
The way that went down is literally, I think, because of this location. He had a couple guys. Ever heard of Wright Manufacturing in Frederick?
Yep.
So Ed Wright owns that place, or now does. He had Dirt Monkey here from Minnesota doing a video for him. Well, they had to go to the airport to get him out of here to go home.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I know this
Ed
video.
was like, "Hey, I want to go see this guy,
Yeah.
Mulch Mate." Well,
Yeah.
they just walked in one morning, and what you saw was unscripted. It was a 30-minute, quick little deal, and it was done. He's like, "I gotta go." I literally had an hour of his time. It was a total
Wow.
accident. It never should have happened. That's a whole other story to get into. But I don't think if we were in any other location, anywhere else in the state, that ever would. If I was in Frederick, why would he ever do that?
Yeah.
Or, up north or wherever. It was because I was right next to the
Access,
airport. It was.
access, and location.
That was it. And so I think this being the heart of our state, honestly, I have vendors right here in Baltimore I go buy stuff from. I've got stuff just in PA. I've got stuff just in Virginia. It's a great hub. And so, like, shipping internationally, Port of Baltimore, poof, it's gone.
Yep.
So I couldn't be happier with where we're at, honestly.
Did you look around a lot before deciding on this location?
Oh, it was really, really hard. I mean, to find a location this nice, this central, near my home, quite honestly, was just, it was a needle in a haystack. It really, really was. And when this popped up, it was like, man, we just got to jump on this as soon as we can, because everything else outside of here wasn't that great. So very pleased with this location. But absolutely.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So you talked a little bit about what states your product's in, but like who is using MulchMate? Who are the people that would be using and looking for an equipment like this?
Yeah, so take landscaping 30 years ago wasn't what it is today.
Right.
It wasn't as prevalent as it is.
Right.
So you've got guys now, like for instance, state of Maryland goes through 9 million yards of mulch a year. 9 million yards of mulch.
Man.
Incredible numbers, right? So you have these landscapers that are driving around these like F550 trucks.
Yeah.
They, like me, for instance, I bought one. I literally bought it on eBay. You buy it and you're shoveling 10 yards at a time out of these trucks.
Yeah.
Well, it ultimately got to the point where my guys were doing this, 7 times a day. So
Yeah.
you're talking 70 yards of mulch. These other companies, to get to who you think use this thing, these guys are buying these F550s and they're growing their companies. Anybody that's really over $1 million a year, this company or this product is for you. If you're doing 500 yards of mulch a year,
Sure.
or you're doing over $1 million worth of revenue in a landscape company, and you're doing any kind of maintenance at all, this machine comes into play at that point in time.
Okay.
We got companies that have 2,000 trucks, and they're buying 3 and 4 of these at a time. We've got guys that have 1 truck and 3 guys, and that is it.
Yeah.
And they're still buying the machine.
Yeah.
These boys are just writing checks.
Yeah.
I'm going, holy cow. They're seeing the value that we, of course, understand, because I'm a landscaper, and that's where it comes from, but they're seeing the value. And so to answer your question, these landscapers that are anywhere over $750 to $100 or to $1 million a year,
Okay.
those boys are using it.
And to anybody who's like ever spread mulch before, like it just in my front yard, like it is like I'm at home, like God, somebody give me a massage, because it hurts.
It does.
It hurts.
So one of the big things, I just posted this actually, I think a day ago, to put numbers to your pain, right? If you have 2 guys shoveling mulch out of the back of a standard F550 truck body, the most standard truck body is 10 yards of mulch, and you put 3 guys on the ground and you run that wheelbarrow 60 feet,
Yep.
it takes 35 minutes for those 5 guys to do that job. You introduce MulchMate, take 2 guys out of the truck, just get rid of them, right? Just
Yep.
take them out of the scenario.
Yep.
You run the same 3 guys on the ground with wheelbarrows going the same 60 feet, it's 10 minutes.
Wow.
And
That's incredible.
And the augers that are built in the machine, because it has to fluff it, give you a 20 to 30% yield on your material. So what that means is every 10 yards of mulch that you purchase, it actually will spread like 12 yards. So you're not only saving time, you're saving material.
Yeah.
The customer's getting a better product because it's fluffy and nice and cloud-like, if you will.
Yeah.
So you're just tripling up on your savings. And then now that you're 20 minutes less time on that job, now you can get to your next job even quicker.
Yeah.
And your guys aren't as worn out, and you're having better employee retention because the guys aren't breaking their backs. Would you like me to keep going?
Where were you?
I mean, honestly,
where
we're not gonna.
Where were you 10 years ago? Because my father had a landscaping business, and I'd spend my summers doing this stuff. Man, it's amazing.
You're not gonna say this, but it really, truly is a revolutionary product.
It is.
I feel like
You're
it is.
changing the industry.
I think.
No, you're right.
So as a follow-up question to who uses MulchMate, how are you getting these people? So I think that last year you used our program, Runway to Success. So for our viewers, Runway to Success, powered by Southwest Airlines, we give away travel vouchers to any companies located in Anne Arundel County that have under 100 employees and are under 10 million in revenue. So MulchMate applied for this. They were awarded the vouchers. So where'd you go? How'd you use it?
So it's really neat. So we were, first off, very appreciative of the deal, because my dad and I sold our businesses and put every dollar we had into this together, and we never worked together ever. So any extra dollars that we could get, something like this, was huge for us. And so we had this huge show out at out in Kentucky in Louisville called GIE, and it's one of the biggest outdoor landscape shows ever. I mean, John Deere's there, Toro's there, Kubota. I mean, the biggest names. They spend $1 million on these booths and these shows. It's incredible.
Anybody in this industry is going to go to this show.
If you're anybody, you're there. Whether you're a manufacturer or you're a landscaper, like, you're there.
Okay.
And so we had gotten a 10 by 20 booth, one of the smallest booths you could have in the show. Last minute, it was like every last dollar we had to get there. Like, we showed up and I thought, we may not make it. Like, we're really low on funds here. So to have those extra funds was just monumental, honestly, for us. Yeah. So I have a friend. He's humongous. His name is JD. We call him Gator. I mean, this man, he's 6'8". He's like 350 pounds. Like, this dude, he's a massive guy. Yeah. So he's like, look, dude, I want to help you. He doesn't work for me, but he's like, look, you're like my best friend. I'll come in. I'll help you any way I possibly can. Yeah. And so we fly him in the day of the show that starts. So we left 3 days before. He met us there. So he flies in. He literally walks up the booth, throws on a MulchMate hat, a MulchMate shirt. That this is the GIE shirt still. I still wear it. Does the show with me. Just crushes it. I mean, this guy, he's like a rock star. He's great. He sells great. He's a good talker. Like, he's a great human. Here's the funny part. So we finish up, and we're like rock stars of the show for some reason. People go nuts. They're like climbing on my back, taking selfies. Like, it is insane.
Celebrities of the landscape.
I just think a machine. I don't understand why it was that way, but that's just the way it worked out. Really funny story, real quick. We send JD home, so he used the voucher, and he gets flown home. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's really early. Okay. The day after the show, he gets on the plane, and he's walking through. He's like the last one on the plane, because we did all this like last minute. Yeah. And so he gets on the plane, and he's always wearing his MulchMate hat. Everything else is just street clothes. And somebody in the exit row aisle seat sees him coming, and they're like, "Hold on, are you with MulchMate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, "MulchMate don't sit in the back." Dude gets up out of his seat and walks to the back of the plane and says, "You can sit right here."
Oh my
Exit
gosh.
row, aisle seat. For a big guy, that's huge.
That is, I need one of those hats.
Dude,
I need one of those hats.
We can hook you up. We'll hook you up for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was really, really cool. And at the same time, so I dropped him off. I'm heading home. I stopped in like no man's land, West Virginia. I wanted Chick-fil-A, man. I was hungry. Right. It was so early. Right. And so I stopped. I'm waiting for the Chick-fil-A to open. And I'm sitting there in my plain white pickup, and I got my white race car trailer behind me, and all the GIE MulchMate stuff is inside. Yeah. And this dude comes knocking on my window, and I'm like, "What?" He shows me his phone. He's like, "That's you." I'm going, "What?" And I look at his phone, and I'm like, "That is me. How'd you know that?"
Right.
And he's like, "Freaking, because we're MulchMate." And of course, I do the videos, but
yeah,
you do have a pretty good social media presence, I would say. So look them up.
It literally all comes from my cell phone. That's all it is. I just go, "Oh, hey guys, blah blah blah," and I just put it online. I don't edit it. I don't want it to fool anybody. I just want to be honest with them and just say, "Look, this is real.
It's the best content.
We're real people." I'm a landscaper first, then turn manufacturer. So I get the chance to relate to these guys.
And I really think that's what connects with people, because, you know, they want to see somebody who knows the struggle, who knows the pain, who knows the issues. And so when they see you, they see, you know, you could be working with them, like, you know. Yeah. And so that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So I want to know, like, for other aspiring entrepreneurs, what advice do you have? Because I mean, I hear everything that you're saying, and it sounds great. Mind you, if anybody has any business that they want to start, just hang out with him, because it just seems like everything's just falling into place. Yeah. But I know that it may not be that way. So what advice do you have to up and coming, you know, entrepreneurs?
expect to fail and fail fast. Fail is, we have a test rig that was a MulchMate made of steel, and we called it the failure rig. And we said, let's fail as fast as we possibly can. You're gonna do it. And the problem is, most of the time when people fail, they freeze.
Yeah.
Don't freeze, run harder. Go at it as hard as you possibly can, because you're gonna do it. You're gonna fail, you're gonna trip, you're gonna fall flat on your face. Get up as quickly as you can and go after it again, because you'll figure it out. If you truly want something, if it's really in your blood, you'll get it. You really will. I actually mentor a bunch of young guys and help them start businesses and all.
Oh, wow.
Locally, all in Anne Arundel County. And every time they ask me, like, what's the key? And the key is effort always trumps talent, right? So in school, like, I wasn't a straight A student. I wasn't I wasn't good at anything. Like, I was really, really bad at school, actually. But what I was good at was I was good at putting in the time and the effort and working when no one else was. And so I always acted like there was a kind of a chip on my shoulder. I always acted like somebody was watching me, and I was going, okay, if this person, whatever situation I was in, if this person was watching me, would they approve of this? And if they didn't, I'd go, okay, what do I got to change? And I would change as fast as I could, and I'd wake up the next day and go, okay, what do I got to do? So I'd keep, like, pen and paper next to my bed. I'm a very efficient person, so I brush my teeth in the shower. Like, I pick up on all these little extra 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, and when you collectively pull all that together, you're saving like an hour or two a day. And now that I'm older, I've got 2 kids, I've got a wife, all this, dog, of course. I've got to get time to the dog, I've got to give time to the kids. So all those extra seconds count. And so make it count, put in the effort, and don't be afraid to fail. You just run after as hard as you possibly can.
That's really good advice.
That is really good advice.
That's what anybody can take home.
It is. You can't beat somebody when they're working harder than you. You cannot be beaten when you're working harder than everybody else.
So just some really quick background. You're a father-son duo that started the company. So how did you guys decide to go into business together?
So
where'd you get your start?
It goes back a long ways. So when I was 7 years old, we started racing stock cars. Well, at that time, go-karts in a WKA series, World Karting Association. And so my dad and I worked really well. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was alcohol fueled. Like, these things went 100 miles an hour at 7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, like, we're not playing games kind of go-karts. Not
Not Mario Kart.
No.
I can do that.
Yeah, so I turned 12 years old. Father said, all right, it's time to go up to a bigger car. I was a pretty big kid. I was 6 foot tall, 12 years old. And so he goes, let's get you a bigger car. So we started racing bigger cars, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger until the economy crashed and then all went away. But we knew how to work together because of all the racing. And so he owned a copier company locally, and it was totally his. I had no parts of it, of course, because he had it for 35 years or so. My landscape company, I started in 2000. And he really kind of was a mentor more than anything. He wasn't an owner. He didn't really do anything. He just kind of was the guy I could talk to when I got home. Right? And so I built the entire company basically on my own. Now, of course, I had help from employees, and my wife came work for me at the end and all that. But when this idea came up, literally at dinner with my dad, my wife, my uncle, and one of the guys here in my shop, he was there. I looked at him, I was like, dude, I really like this idea. And he goes, I really like this idea too. I think this could be something. Let's start working on it. So we started working on it. We worked on it like 2 years before we decided, okay, let's try to sell the businesses and go all in together. And so we kind of looked at each other and said, all right, we got to lay the ground rules, because he's very strong, independent person, so am I. Go figure, apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. So we kind of laid the ground rules down and said, okay, what are you going to handle? What am I going to handle? And we set those lines, and we said, okay, we cannot cross them. Now, ultimately, he says, okay, if a decision, we cannot come to a decision together, you, meaning me, I have the final say, because it's my idea, it's my company. And he's like, I will help you 100%. If we just can't agree, then you can make that final decision.
Wow.
But that hasn't come up, not once.
Wow.
Not once. So we worked very, very well together. And I know you guys aren't here at the shop, but his office is on the north side, my office is on the south side, and we divide and conquer. We just stay out of each other's way, and we just pound away at it every day.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That is really good stuff.
Yep. Something else real quick, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yes, I know it's called MulchMate. MulchMate runs rock, sand, dirt, all kinds of bulk agriculture. A lot of people don't realize that because it's called mulch.
Sure.
But mulch is actually the hardest thing in the world to run through the machine. Rock just flows right through it. So we could literally have guys running 6-inch stone through it.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you ever shoveled like river stone.
Yes.
It's probably like
Yes.
big. I mean, a little bigger than the mic.
Yep.
Right? So
Yep.
to shovel that, you hit the shovel and it just goes tink. It doesn't go in like with dirt. So you pick them up all by hand.
Yeah.
Well, imagine running 10, or in our machine, you would run like 4 to 5 tons at a time.
Yeah.
But imagine if you had a 10-ton job in one day and having to shovel, 20,000 pounds. That does. I mean, I'm not sure if you've ever done that, but oh Lord,
Yeah,
have mercy, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So with our machine, you just go and it just fills up and you're gone. I mean, it's just, it is just unbelievable. So just want to bring that up.
Oh, man.
I hope that helps.
Yeah.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah.
And I will be calling you guys because those summers, man. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just shuddered thinking about those long summers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's all, folks. We're wrapping up. Great.
Thank you so much for talking
Great
with
interview,
us.
man. This is a great time meeting you, and so.
So you can find this episode and more of My ArundelBiz Podcast on our website, ArundelBiz.org, as well as all of our social media platforms. So that's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. You'll find it online if you just look up My ArundelBiz Podcast. And if you have any other businesses in the community that you think you want to see featured, we are happy to take your recommendations. So reach out to us, ArundelBiz.org. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Nick.
you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks y'all.